Consider for a moment the words you speak to yourself each day. You may perceive them as mere thoughts, fleeting and inconsequential. But I say unto you, these words are the very foundation of your reality. They are the seeds from which your entire life experience grows. And by carefully choosing and consistently speaking 9 specific things to yourself every day, you can transform your entire world. But what does it truly mean to tell yourself these 9 things every day? It is not a matter of mere repetition or positive thinking. It is a state of consciousness, a shift in your very being that aligns you with the creative power of the universe. It is about recognizing that your inner dialogue, your self-talk, is the only reality, and that a profound shift in this inner conversation can and will transform your entire world. Let us delve deeper into this profound truth. Your outer world, every experience you have, every circumstance you encounter is nothing more than a reflection of your inner world, your concept of self. And this concept of self is shaped moment by moment by the things you tell yourself. When you understand this, truly understand it, you realize that by carefully choosing and consistently telling yourself these 9 things every day, you are actively creating a new reality that will unfold in your experience. This understanding is crucial, for it shifts the entire paradigm of how you approach life. No longer are you a helpless being at the mercy of external circumstances, hoping for favorable conditions. You become the active creator of your reality, knowing that as you assume these 9 statements as true in your inner dialogue, the universe must rearrange itself to match these inner assumptions. But how, you may ask, can these 9 daily statements have such a profound and lasting impact? The answer lies in the creative power of your wonderful human imagination, combined with the intensity of your feeling and belief. For your imagination is not a mere fantasy maker, and your feelings are not mere reactions to external stimuli. Together, they form the very workshop in which reality is forged. Let us take a moment to truly understand this. Your subconscious mind, which is one with the universal creative force, does not distinguish between what you vividly imagine and feel as true in your self-talk and what you actually experience in the outer world. It accepts as true whatever you feel to be true in your inner dialogue. And once it accepts an idea as true, it proceeds to bring it into manifestation in your physical reality, regardless of how long it takes in clock time. So, when you consistently tell yourself these 9 things every day, when you fall asleep and awaken with these statements as your inner reality, you are not engaging in wishful thinking or self-deception. You are actively creating your new reality from within. You are aligning yourself with the creative power of the universe, allowing it to work through you and for you. This, my dear listeners, is the essence of how these 9 daily statements can change everything. It is about recognizing that the power to shape your reality lies within you, waiting to be expressed through your conscious inner dialogue. It is about understanding that your outer world is nothing more than a reflection of your inner conversations, which can be radically altered by consistently telling yourself these 9 things every day. Consider the biblical phrase, "As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he." This is not a mere poetic expression or a vague spiritual concept. It is a statement of cosmic law, an invitation to recognize the power of your inner dialogue. When you truly embody these 9 statements in your daily self-talk, when you feel their reality with every fiber of your being, you are changed in that very moment. The outer manifestation may take time to catch up, but the inner transformation is instantaneous. But let me be clear, telling yourself these 9 things every day is not about forced repetition or strained affirmations. It is about a total immersion in the feeling of these statements being true. When you truly embody this practice, you naturally assume the thoughts, feelings, and inner conversations of the person who lives these 9 truths. You go to sleep and awaken not as the person you've always been, but as the person who embodies these 9 powerful statements. Let us explore this further with an example. Imagine the first of our 9 statements is, I am worthy of love and respect. For years, perhaps your inner dialogue has been filled with self-doubt and feelings of unworthiness. Now, imagine deciding to tell yourself this new truth every day. As you awaken each morning, as you go about your day, as you lay down to sleep at night, you immerse yourself in the feeling of being worthy of love and respect. You feel the confidence, the self-assurance, the inner peace of someone who knows their inherent worth. You allow this feeling of worthiness to permeate every cell of your being. You carry it with you throughout your day, into your interactions, into your work, into your relationships. When you do this consistently, something shifts. You may not see immediate external changes, but internally, you are no longer the same person. You have experienced the reality of being worthy of love and respect, and this new self-concept begins to reshape your outer world. In the days and weeks that follow, you find yourself naturally acting with more confidence and self-respect. You set healthy boundaries where you would have previously allowed others to take advantage. You pursue opportunities you would have once thought beyond your worth. And as you do so, your outer world begins to reflect this new inner state. People respond to you differently. Your entire life begins to transform, all stemming from consistently telling yourself this one powerful truth. This principle applies to each of the 9 things you tell yourself every day. Whether it's, I am capable of achieving my goals, I am deserving of abundance, I am at peace with myself and the world, or any other powerful statement, the key is to immerse yourself in the feeling of it being true. Feel the reality of embodying each of these 9 truths. Carry them with you throughout your day, knowing that as you do so, you are planting seeds in the fertile soil of your subconscious mind that must grow into your outer reality. Now, I can hear some of you thinking, but Neville, can simply telling myself these 9 things every day really make such a difference? Surely lasting change requires more than just words. And to this I say words infused with feeling and belief of the very fabric of creation. In the realm of consciousness, where all creation takes place, there's only the eternal now. Consistently telling yourself these 9 things, feeling their truth, believing in their reality, can indeed reshape your entire future, for it plants seeds of new self-concepts that will inevitably grow into manifestation. Remember, the outer world is dead. It has no life of its own. It is your consciousness, your inner dialogue, that gives life to your experiences. When you consistently tell yourself these 9 things every day, you are breathing life into a new reality. You are setting in motion a series of events that must culminate in the outer expression of these inner truths. This, my dear friends, is the true secret to how these 9 daily statements can change everything. It is about aligning your entire being with new concepts of self, recognizing that these new self-concepts are seeking expression through you, and allowing them to flow into your experience through the power of your focused inner dialogue and unwavering belief. But let me warn you, this practice of telling yourself these 9 things every day is not always an easy task. The old habits of negative self-talk, the familiar self-concepts you've held for so long, may try to reassert themselves. As you attempt to embody these new truths, doubts may creep in. The voice of your old self may try to convince you that these statements are lies, that you're fooling yourself. When this happens, do not fight against these thoughts. Simply observe them, acknowledge them, and then gently return to telling yourself the 9 truths. For the war is not won by battling against what you don't want to be, but by persistently embodying what you do want to be. This persistence, this unwavering commitment to maintaining your new inner dialogue throughout each day, in the face of doubts and contrary evidence, is what allows you to truly transform your life. Think of it like tuning a radio. When you're trying to listen to a particular station, you don't focus on eliminating all the other stations. You simply tune into the frequency you desire. In the same way, you don't need to fight against your current reality or forcefully push away doubts and fears. You simply need to tune yourself to the frequency of these 9 truths. To align your entire consciousness with the person who embodies these statements. This tuning is done through your focused inner dialogue and your ability to generate and maintain the feeling of these truths. Your self-talk is the dial that allows you to tune into different frequencies of experience. As you consistently tell yourself these 9 things, as you feel the reality of being the person who embodies these truths, you are tuning yourself to that frequency, allowing the corresponding experiences to flow into your life. But remember, my friends, while the inner transformation can occur instantly as you begin this practice, the full manifestation in your outer world may take time. The seeds planted by consistently telling yourself these 9 things will grow, but they must go through their natural stages of development. Do not be discouraged if you do not see immediate, dramatic changes in your external circumstances. Know that the moment you succeeded in fully embodying these 9 truths in your inner dialogue, change became inevitable. As you persist in maintaining this new inner conversation in your daily life, you will find that your perception of yourself and your world begins to shift. What once seemed like limitations now appears opportunities for growth. Challenges become stepping stones to greater achievements. You begin to see yourself as the empowered being you've been telling yourself you are. Now, some of you may be wondering, but Neville, how can I ensure that I maintain this practice of telling myself these 9 things every day? How can I prevent falling back into old patterns of negative self-talk? And to this I say, the power of this practice lies not just in the words themselves, but in the knowing it brings. As you consistently tell yourself these 9 things, you begin to experience their truth. This knowing becomes an anchor, a reference point to which you can always return in the days and weeks that follow as you begin this practice. You may face moments of doubt or challenge. In these moments, recall the feeling of embodying these 9 truths. Remember the reality of being the person who lives these statements. Let that memory, that knowing, guide you back to your new state of being. For having experienced it once, you can experience it again and again, each time strengthening your new self-concept. The key is to make your experience of these 9 daily statements as real and vivid as possible. Engage all your senses. As you tell yourself these truths, see yourself as a person who embodies them. Hear the inner voice speaking these words with conviction. Feel the confidence, the joy, the fulfillment of being this version of yourself. Make it so real that your rational mind cannot distinguish between this inner experience and physical reality. But here's a crucial point, my friends. The goal is not to mechanically repeat these 9 things without feeling or belief. The goal is to embody the essence of these statements, to feel their truth in every fiber of your being. For it is this state of being that is the true attractor of your experiences. Let me illustrate this with an example. One of our 9 daily statements might be, I am abundant in all areas of my life. Instead of merely repeating this phrase, immerse yourself in the feeling of abundance. Feel the security, the freedom, the joy that comes with this state of abundance. See yourself making choices from a place of plenty rather than scarcity. Hear yourself speaking words of generosity and gratitude. Allow this feeling of abundance to color every aspect of your day. By focusing on the state of being that these 9 statements represent, rather than just the words themselves, you allow the universe to bring your desires to you in ways that might far exceed your specific imaginings. You open yourself to possibilities beyond what your current mindset can conceive. This is the true art of telling yourself these 9 things every day. It's not about forcing yourself to believe something against all evidence. It's about aligning your entire being with the truth of your divine nature, your oneness with the creative power of the universe. It's about spending each day fully embodying the highest vision of who you truly are. As you practice this, you may find that your outer world begins to shift in subtle ways. Perhaps you start to feel more confident and empowered. Or you find yourself naturally making choices that align with your new self-concept. Or opportunities for growth and achievement seem to appear out of nowhere. These are all signs that your inner transformation initiated by your new daily self-talk is creating ripples in your outer reality. Don't discount these small changes. Celebrate them. See them as confirmation that the law is working, that your new inner dialogue is taking root. But don't become attached to them or anxiously look for them. Simply acknowledge them with gratitude and continue to tell yourself these 9 powerful truths every day. As you persist in this practice, larger changes will begin to manifest. You may find yourself naturally attracting experiences that align with your new self-concept. You may notice that your relationships improve dramatically, that your career takes off in unexpected ways, that you achieve goals you once thought impossible. And as you continue to maintain the inner dialogue you've cultivated through these 9 daily statements, you'll discover that life becomes an exciting adventure of ever-expanding possibilities. But remember, the outer manifestation is not the ultimate goal. The goal is the state of being from which all desired experiences naturally flow. This is a crucial point, my friends. When you've truly transformed your inner dialogue through these 9 daily statements, when you're fully living from this new state of being, you no longer need external circumstances to confirm your worth or your truth. You're already whole, already complete in your knowing that you are the person these 9 statements describe. And paradoxically, it's in this state of inner assurance that you're most likely to experience a life that reflects your ideal self-concept. Now, some of you might be thinking, but Neville, what about action? Don't we need to do things in the physical world to bring about change? And to this I say, yes, action is part of the process. But it's inspired action, not anxious doing. When you've cultivated a powerful inner dialogue through these 9 daily statements, ideas and opportunities will naturally present themselves to you. You'll feel inspired to take certain actions, to move in certain directions. These actions won't feel like struggle or effort. They'll feel natural, joyful, almost effortless. They will be the natural outgrowth of your new state of being. This is the difference between trying to make change happen and allowing it to happen. When you're trying to force change, actions feel stressful, born out of fear and doubt. When you've truly embodied these 9 daily truths in your inner dialogue, actions flow naturally from your aligned state, guided by an inner wisdom that knows exactly how to bring about the manifestation of your desires. Consider the example of a mighty oak tree growing from a tiny acorn. The acorn doesn't strain to become a tree. It doesn't force itself to grow. It simply unfolds naturally, expressing its innate potential. You, my dear listeners, are no different. When you cultivate a powerful inner dialogue through these 9 daily statements, you allow your highest potential to unfold naturally and beautifully, expressing the infinite possibilities that are your birthright. But let me be clear, the state of allowing is not passive. It requires an active engagement with your inner world, a deliberate and focused cultivation of your inner dialogue. It requires faith. Not blind faith in external circumstances, but faith in the creative power of your consciousness and your ability to shape your reality through your self-talk. This faith is not about believing that change will come someday in the future. It's about knowing that the change is occurring now with every repetition of these 9 daily statements, and that your outer world must inevitably conform to this new inner reality. As you cultivate this faith, as you persist in telling yourself these 9 things every day, you'll begin to see evidence of your transformation manifesting in your outer world. And these signs may start small, a newfound confidence in a situation that would have previously intimidated you, a flash of insight that leads to a breakthrough, an unexpected opportunity that aligns perfectly with your new self-concept. Do not discount these signs, no matter how small they may seem, for they are confirmation that your inner transformation initiated by your new daily self-talk is indeed shaping your outer reality. They are breadcrumbs leading you to the full realization of the life you're creating through your inner dialogue. As we near the conclusion of our discussion, I want to address a common concern that arises when people first encounter this teaching about the power of daily self-talk. Many worry that focusing on these 9 statements might somehow make them self-centered or disconnected from others. But I assure you, my friends, the opposite is true. When you truly understand the principle of shaping your reality through your inner dialogue, you realize that you are not separate from others. As you elevate your own consciousness through your self-talk, you are elevating the consciousness of all. Your personal transformation, far from disconnecting you from others, actually expands the field of possibilities for all. Moreover, when you are coming from a place of embodying these 9 powerful truths, you naturally have more to give to others. You become a beacon of possibility, a living example of the power of consciousness to reshape reality. Your transformation creates a ripple effect, touching the lives of everyone you encounter with your newfound energy, confidence, and joy. This is the true gift of telling yourself these 9 things every day. It's not just about improving your individual circumstances, although that will happen. It's about aligning yourself with the fundamental nature of the universe, which is boundless potential and perpetual creation. It's about recognizing your own divine nature and allowing it to express itself fully through you. In this state of alignment, of living from the truths you've cultivated through your daily self-talk, you become a channel for the most beautiful expressions of life. Ideas flow to you effortlessly. Opportunities present themselves naturally. The right people and circumstances appear in your life at the perfect time. This is the magic of living from your transformed state of being. But remember, this magic is not something external to you. It's not some cosmic force that you need to appease or manipulate. It is the natural expression of your own consciousness when it's aligned with the truth of your being. You are the power. You are the magic. You are the one who has transformed yourself through these 9 daily statements. As we draw our time together to a close, I want to leave you with a final thought. The principle we've explored tonight, 9 things to tell yourself every day, is not just a technique for personal development. It's about recognizing your true nature as a divine, creative being. It's about aligning your entire being with the fundamental truth of who you are and allowing your grandest expression to flow through you. When you live from this understanding, everything changes. The world becomes a friendly place, filled with infinite possibilities. You no longer see yourself as a small, separate being struggling against external forces. Instead, you recognize yourself as the author of your own life story, the creator of your own thriving reality. In this state, there's no need to fear the future or doubt your ability to create the life you desire. For you understand that you are the source of all creation in your experience. Your job is simply to maintain this powerful inner dialogue, to live from that transformed consciousness, and to allow the universe to arrange the details of its manifestation. So, my dear friends, as you leave here tonight, I urge you to embrace this principle with all your heart. Don't see it as a technique to be applied occasionally, but as a way of life to be lived continuously. Use your mighty imagination to infuse these 9 daily statements with feeling and belief. Feel the naturalness of being the empowered divine being you truly are. Live from this state, persist in this knowing, and watch as your world rearranges itself to match your inner transformation. Remember, you are not a limited being struggling to improve. You are the infinite consciousness, choosing to experience growth and transformation from this particular vantage point. Your daily self-talk is the tool through which you shape your experience. Use it wisely, with the awareness of your true nature and the responsibility that comes with it. Go forth and create the fulfilling, joyous life that is your birthright, knowing that with each repetition of these 9 daily statements, you are aligning more fully with the truth of your divine, limitless nature. Finally, I encourage you to approach this practice with joy and anticipation, for you are not forcing change, but allowing your true self to emerge. You are not becoming someone new, but remembering who you have always been beneath the layers of limiting beliefs and old habits. In these 9 daily statements, you reclaim your divine birthright and step into the fullness of your being. And truly, as you consistently tell yourself these 9 things every day, you will never be the same again.